banks of the Mississippi River, home to the king of rock and roll and also the Memphis Tigers, where the fans have moved the party from Beale Street and are ready for kickoff. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Arkansas State Red Wolves, taking on a team from the ACC, the Memphis Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Red Wolves will kick it away to start. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the Memphis Tigers offense takes the field. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Big play like that to open a drive just builds the confidence. Now first down from the 46. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line getting some push, making them use their resources on him.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Looking to the big tight end. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Memphis will be forced to punt. Looks as if they might have a little something going on that drive, but they'll have to kick it. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So Arkansas State's offense will go to work for the first time today. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. He's going to pass. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down.
The #1 goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him. Try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Now on 2nd down. It's a draw. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. Looking for a man. It's Rayner. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's cut. So they'll send out the field goal unit. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And the kicker starts the year perfect. Nice job, nice way to start the year. The offense takes the football down the field. Yeah, you want to get touchdowns, but getting points on the first drive to start the season, really nice job by this unit.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. A new set of downs after the completion. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. We had a barn burner the last time these two teams played, and no reason to expect anything else between these two bitter rivals.
Attention to detail, and I think the sense of urgency, David, in a game like this just goes way up.
And I think managing...
He unleashed unleashes a long one. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
What a play by the defender there, guys. In his own end zone, the offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Complete and looking for enough for the first down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. They feed him again. The Tigers get it past the sticks.
Well, that's just tough, hard-nosed running. We need 1 yard to get, let the running back figure it out.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Fast motion from the offense. They'll run the jet sweep, making the defense go sideline to sideline. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And I think in today's era of college football, we get enamored with the jet sweep. It's exciting. You're getting this wide receiver involved in the run game, but sometimes it's just better to go old school and just run the football conventionally.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. From the shotgun, the inside give. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Good, right down the boulevard. And that's going to give us a tie ball game. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
And I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
He wants to throw. Coming after it. Fires and picked off. Oh, you could just feel it. He wanted to make that a big return, but his offense would come out and take over at the 44.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways and try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that up.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Feeling some heat. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming. Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. To the ground with the back. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Wants to throw on first down. Shoots it to the left. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. 2nd down coming up. The inside handoff. Finds a crease at the 20. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Man, he's already got 43 yards rushing already. You want to talk about establishing the running game. They're doing that in the season opener. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. With jet sweep pass. Touchdown, Memphis! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for a touchdown.
And they knock through the extra point for the 10-3 lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Bulldozes him. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this route.
Back to pass, it's Rayner. Quickly out to the tight end. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. A big play for the defense with the first down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on 2nd down. Finds the tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. They'll try to pop the draw. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And the Red Wolves are marching down the field. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to pass again.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. The Red Wolves come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Movement here from the tight end. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The give to the back. He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. They come to the line 3 yards away from the first down marker. They've converted twice on this drive. This might depend on the spot, but I think he's going to come up just inches short of converting that 3rd down. Thought maybe they would consider the field goal here, but the offense is staying out there on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his man, and they convert. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Nice move to stay on his feet. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
You know, oftentimes these slot receivers, they're not the biggest guys in the world, but they're really good at finding the open spaces in the middle of the field. And you saw that guy attack the defense in the perfect spot, make it.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Bull!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
This receiver is such a weapon. He has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator to pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Across the 25, he's got room. Drills him with the stiff arm. He's now up to 83 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Memphis.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. He'll come out throwing on first down. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be second down.
Yeah, that was a good play on the ball, getting his hand up and getting the tip, getting the deflection. Ball bounces up in the air, falls to the ground, incomplete pass.
Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle, it's Wallace. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. Looking to move it through the air. They're trying to get to it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. This offense has a second down play. They want to just keep throwing it. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Grabbed in the middle, it's Wallace. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. He's already made one field goal, but this one is going to need a big leg. A 50-yard attempt coming. Just drives it between the uprights. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Nebraska is ahead early in Lincoln, but that's not exactly Mike Rozier out there running the ball. This game is a long way from over. They're up by 10 over Ohio. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. After the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside give. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to run it. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down. He tried to get it on his own. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The back goes in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Runs through a tackle. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. He's going for a big play downfield. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. Couldn't make the connection on 1st down. Now here on 2nd. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. They get to him as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Rayner. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Just enough time for one final play of the half. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys. And I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion. And no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today.
Memphis about to boot it away to start the 2nd half. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. And the Red Wolves want to crank the tempo.
Well, in a short yardage situation, they pull off an explosive play. And how about the blocking up front? Everybody getting a big-time push.
Yeah, and those third and shorts, defense plays aggressive, loads the box. One guy misses, and it ends up being a big game. Nice play by this offense.
And now on second down for this offense. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got it in the middle. It's Bryant. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. He'll keep it himself. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The Red Wolves are flying down the field. To the air, it's Rayner trying to get to it. He just got rid of that one to save the down, didn't see anything he liked. The incompletion on first down. Now they face a 2nd and 10 from the 31. The give to the left side. And they pick up just one. It'll be 3rd and 9. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the big fella. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. Absolutely perfect. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Blasted as he lets it go. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Line getting set on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. Memphis getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Singleton. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Now on 2nd down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense. we got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And this will be the 9th play of the drive. Looking to throw on second down. Grabbed behind the line. It's McCown. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
You saw the tight end on a big play there in that last third down. Why not go back to him again here in the red zone? With his size and his athleticism, he is a matchup nightmare down in this area of the field.
They want to throw it. Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy...
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Memphis!
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. And the Red Wolves in the hurry-up.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Running the red zone, it's Hawkins. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. Give him 105 yards rushing, and with that run, he's now over 100 yards on this opening day. And guys, this offense has a couple of jobs. The first one, get the touchdown, then they'll need the 2 to tie here in the 4th. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Powers forward. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Red Wolves. Now they'll try to tie it up with the 2 late. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was... He wants to take the top off. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. And we like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting a hand on it, tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to run for it. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down.
Well, nice job finding a crease to go get that first. And Dave, there's just some running backs out there that feel like they have that 6th sense. They just know where the marker is. They know where that 1st down marker is, and they're just able to find a way to fall forward and get it.
And I love when they...
And the quarterback is snowed under.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Throws to the wideout. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. The defense was looking for a huge play in this tie game, and they have just given their team a great opportunity.
I think, Reese, at this point...
Oh, no, the ball popped out. Oh, and he gets it back, so you can file that one under. Could have been worse. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. A 1st down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. To the air, it's Rayner. Safe completion on the screen. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running backs.
Got enough space. Touchdown, Arkansas State. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down.
He tries to take the top off. He's got it on the left. Can anyone catch him? Touchdown, Tiger. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Pittsburgh is down right now, but this young man under center has shown some moxie to him. We could see a legend born in the Steel City. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to the Red Hawks of Miami. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open.
Slips one guy, and now he's loose. Touchdown, Red Wolves! They've got the lead here in the 4th. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Time to take a shot. He's got it down the left side. All kinds of running room. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Tigers. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. Line gets set, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Bryant. And he's running in the open. He's at the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Red Wolves!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
This is the biggest drive of the game, but the offense has to stay cool. No reason to panic. Then again, panicking is never a good idea, is it? He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Give to the single back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. Wants to go up top. Showing the arm strength to the left. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? A late hit moves the ball up 15 yards. The defense in a most benevolent move, giving the offense a new set of downs. The give to the back. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Quarterback checking off. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Got it! They will score! Touchdown, Memphis! Looking for the 2-point try. He'll set up to throw. Dances away to buy time. He's got it. The 2-point try is good, and we are tied here in the 4th. Coming down the stretch in the 4th, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. The pressure was rising. Drama just encapsulating this entire stadium, and the defense comes up with that pick.
Yeah, so the quarterback, he's got to be able to handle this situation. Obviously, everything gets elevated. Everything has to happen a split second sooner. You feel the crowd noise. You can feel the energy, but you've got to keep your poise. And you just wonder in this juncture of the game if the quarterback's starting to lose his cool.
Right back to the well. Crosses the 30 to the 29 before he stopped. Pick up a 5 on the way. It's a first down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They go to the ground. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Here's the handoff. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Ball's at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off, and he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
Running it to the right. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, Memphis.
Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. This is the game-winning play. Win it or lose it on this field goal attempt. It's good! A walk-off field goal, and what a way to start the season! Guys, that one was a ton of fun to call, and the players, a lot of games sort of wash away in the memory bank. Not that one. That will be an indelible mark in their memories.
I agree, Reese. You know, I think back to my career at Florida, and just the games that stand out the most were always the ones that went down to the wire, whether we lost or whether we won. For this team, this is going to be a good memory moving forward, David, because of how well they played.
Did you lose more of those or win more of those? I'm just asking for a friend. Tennessee, what happened? Hey, yeah, it's big-time clutch, right? These are the ones that define your seasons, define your careers, and the ones you never forget, those heartbreakers that come down to the last play.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.